Wow, wow, and wow. I mean, let's be serious about, what we just saw here and what's going on here. Could you imagine had Congress done what they could have and should have done over 2 years ago when I testified before the House Oversight Committee and that fucking weasel, Matt Gaetz, was running around the House Oversight Committee room that I was in when I was testifying live the night before, tweeting out falsehoods about, oh, wait till his wife finds out about some fictitious girlfriend. Interestingly enough, what we should be noticing is that everything that was said about me is a deflection by these folks, right? Obviously, we now know about Matt Gaetz. We know about Jim Jordan. We know about the whole group of them. But as I sat and watched, I was saying to myself, could you imagine if they would have gone after Trump for obstruction of justice, of witness tampering over 2 years ago in 2019 when I testified before the House? All of this would be for naught. Could you imagine just how much better as a country we would be if he just would have been locked up or dismissed or whatever it might have been that would just put an end to this man's reign of terror? That's all that I just kept thinking of. Then I also was listening to, God bless Benny Thompson and Jamie Raskin and the whole committee. I mean, what a job that they're doing in laying out just how dirty this Trump administration was. And I will be very honest with you on this one. I'm really so thankful that this all happened to me in this weird way, because Lord knows what he would have been asking me to do if I was still within that inner circle. I mean, that to me would be the most damaging thing to this country that I could imagine that I would be a participant in. So in one respect, it's kind of like a silver lining. I'm always looking for a silver lining in terms of what happened. But then let's talk about what Liz Cheney was saying about the weaponization of the Justice Department and how Donald Trump corrupted the Justice Department. Do we not see that, for example, in the unconstitutional remand of me back to prison? And that's just me I'm talking about. Let's just look at all of the various things, the pardons that were given to Roger Stone or Paul Manafort, the way that Jared Kushner was doling out pardons for cash and for other things. I mean, we're talking about the corruption of our Justice Department. And if we don't have faith in our Justice Department, I believe legitimately as a country we're screwed.